There, Cyrus? Okay, he's gone somewhere. Anyways, pretty much just gonna cheese all these scenarios, watch some tutorials, and should be good to go to beat this thing. Hopefully. First off, good old Detroit crime. Just might try to remember exactly how I was supposed to do these. Okay, so let's pause it right away.
Hey, sorry, I wasn't listening.
It's all good. I'm just streaming, so I'm talking to the stream mostly right now.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I got... Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say my controller's pulling a Z right now. There we go. Yeah, I'm just trying to cheese all these scenarios. I watched pretty much how they're all done, so that's pretty much it.
I got wrecked on Populous. Like, absolutely destroyed.
Yep, that's gonna happen, pretty much till you know a lot of the shortcuts and stuff. It's not a great controller game. Tensei's only just now not having fun? Oh, man.
Yeah, it took him, like, 850 levels.
Took me a lot less than that. I've done, like, 100 maybe, if that. Okay.
I'm gonna see if I could get a record tonight.
For which?
I've been working on Cruising USA for a while.
For, like, 20
and I
galaxies
think
or
I'm
something?
ready. I'm hoping. I tried, I think it was, yeah, Saturday afternoon, and I was getting second place on the leaderboard. So I was only like 0.2 seconds away from what I needed.
Right.
Guess this is it.
That's pretty friggin' close. That's shitty. Didn't work out.
Oh, it might work out tonight. Here's hoping.
We gotta love that Cruising USA. I mean, I do have a spot in my heart for it, but...
I like the arcade one better, but the Nintendo 64 one's the one I played the most for sure.
Oh yeah. I mean, the progression system's kind of nice, just that it's there, but it's excessive as well.
Yeah.
Just trying to squeeze as many of these as I can in for... Basically, at Detroit, you just gotta make your own, like, section of the city that'll get you a ton of money, and then, from taxes, which, speaking of which, I should do now. And then you can start, when you start making money, you can, put police stations in, like, kind of year by year, based off, like, the little extra you're making. So I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to use a lot of the train track methods, too.
Right.
So that's the plan on my end, anyways.
So you're still on Burn?
Burn I'll do next, and then Las Vegas looked like an absolute shit show, but, there's a way to cheese that pretty good, too, just by,
It's all about the crime rate, right?
Well, Las Vegas, no, it's alien attacks, but the thing is, the aliens won't attack unless you have a population of over 80,000, and then once you get into the last 3 years, they're not supposed to attack at all, so you can just keep your population low for those years, and then work on getting it up, because the UFO attacks are devastating. So, yeah.
I'll be interested to see that one.
Yeah, well, hopefully the way I do it, there's not going to be any UFO attacks, because it basically sets, like, more fires than anything else.
Right, and then the fires just wreak havoc.
Yeah. Oh, and it'll attack you 3 times a year for the 10-year scenario, so it's ridiculous. Basically what I'm trying to do right now is build a lot of residential on high land value areas here. And that should help quite a bit. Get tax revenue from these dudes. this one too. I think it said to like spend up to like 10,000 doing this. The guy was watching. Okay, and then I should do that. That.
Alright, I'll be right back. I gotta throw some socks on for the stream.
Are you streaming it?
Yeah,
Nice.
it's easier than, well, I guess it's not exactly easier, but I tend to Twitch them.
Tend to what?
Twitch the runs.
Oh, okay. That'll be interesting, yeah. I mean, if you're still in this chat, it'll be interesting to hear about, because I know the game. I know what you're talking about with most of the levels, so...
Be right back.
Okay. Alright, anyways, SimCity folks, I believe it's pretty much what we need for now. Of course we can probably not going to alleviate any crime right now. I'm not sure if there's anything else I was really forgetting. But, it should be okay, relatively. We may need to make like a small industrial area too. I might just go ahead and do that real quick, but I don't know. Let's run with this and see how it goes. Okay. Oh, shit, power, right. That's what I forgot. Let's get these all connected. This should all be relatively good. Just in case. There we go. Depends if those are actually up to the grid or not. Yeah, you know, the thing I saw it actually connected from here, so let's just do that, just to be safe. So how finicky power can be. There we go. Should start getting a rapid population growth from this now. Until the first year. And that should help our taxes by quite a bit. Okay, so we're actually almost making money off of this. We actually haven't hit that 10,000. So what we're going to do is look at the crime now. Try and alleviate that just a bit. I think I'm remembering this all correctly. It was a lot to take in, but nonetheless. So the crime in the area we built is obviously going to be a thing too, but we're looking more around here, basically. So try and put one near the bottom center of my screen, near the top center, by taking out some more of the industrial. It's fine for now. That should alleviate it, but really you need a lot of police stations in this scenario to make do. We might use that park space for some as well later on. I'm also going to go ahead and cap in some industrial. Just here. Traffic might start to become an issue there. We might alleviate that with just some rails. But frankly, these are all connected up, so really I'm just going to connect these guys as their own thing and then delete the roads beside it. Just to alleviate traffic a bit there. I think there is a G's controller. What the hell? I don't know why it's doing that. Shit. The thing is, I think it's trying to connect to my phone again. Because I was trying to look into doing that. There we go. So I might just have to completely unpair it from that, or look into the settings again so it's not trying to sync with anything. I think if I hold the start button down, it's one of its ways, I think. So it's just a way to shut it off. Okay. Now hopefully it's in with the computer. not too worried about the SimCity going on in the background right now, because this is more important, and that would be fast forwarding anyways. Jeez, I need my frickin' manual. This is ridiculous. The thing is, I want to be able to play like Game Boy Advance games on the go again, and I was like, looking into buying a new SP and maybe a what's it, EverDrive, but that's like probably a $200 investment almost. So I was like, well, this controller is supposed to sync to my phone too. I can look if there's some sort of mount, which there is a very nice one, and I've already ordered that. Let's get the French side first. Computer joystick. Yes. USB joystick. Auto connection for mode 5. There's a way to just straight up shut the controller off, I believe. It's mode 2. Well, if we get it off the Android mode, at least, should be good. This is wonderful. Still not working. Unless it is. Okay, fuck, I have no idea what it's doing. Hold down start for 3 seconds to power off. Okay. Don't even have that freaking power hooked up to the area there. That's what I need to do. It would have been nice to do that before the controller started going funky. Right, I need to map up again. It got all weird. There we go. Okay. Bam. Just put my instruction manual for this thing away. This is a really nice controller. It's the first kind of issue I've had, and that's really self-induced. I just didn't realize it. It's gonna be interesting using it for both now, because I'm gonna have to make sure I change its settings or whatever for the computer or the phone. But yeah, just like it's like a mount that'll hold my phone, like an adjustable mount. Looks like you can shake it all you want, it kind of stays in. So why is there no power in some of these areas? I don't remember seeing brownouts as an issue in this one. Are they just being weird? I think so. I think it was rolling brownouts. Metropolis is good. Plus we put those police stations in, so let's see if that alleviated the crime at all. Remember, we do have 10 years to do this, so trying to do this all super fast is not exactly great. So fast forward. Looking to alleviate any more. Yeah, a bit. We're getting a high crime percentage down there. We're making $200 now. So the thing is, now we're making 200. We can just throw in 2 police stations, okay? Because basically that's what it costs. Yeah. Every year. So if we actually probably try and take, let's say, this guy and this guy, replace at the police station. I know this is a man-made area, so now we're adding crime, but you know, it's just as easy to get rid of it. We need the population to get the income. That's part of the big issue from what I've been hearing. Basically is that you will lose scenarios if you have $0 come you know, the end of the scenario. So get rid of all these roads, because really we don't need them. They're just going to cost us money on the transportation fund. It's probably something I should do in the rest. I should have done it earlier, frankly. We can connect it. That's connected with the rail, so literally just need to connect these guys. And the seaport and airport are being left disconnected, so to avoid plane crashes and shipwrecks that obviously plagued this playthrough in the past, as well as many other people's. Oh, these are still... I never understood why they did this, but you know, we could use the residential, frankly enough. Industrial's not really gonna grow. Okay, so now that we've put the police stations here anyways, is there any other stupid roads? Yeah, kinda. Gotta reconnect that power line. Okay. Let's take a look at our map. Oop. And see if there's any alleviation to that. Once it loads. Okay, so it's already actually dropped down from what we can see. Just because the area there, yeah, it dropped down just again too. Some rolling brownouts as well. It's not something I really anticipated, to be completely honest with you. Okay, so we're now making $800. So, let's try and add another 3 or so police stations this time around. Actually, we'll need to look at that map again just to see where we want to tackle first. I would like to tackle those rolling brownouts too. Okay, so let's try and get that bottom corner sorted out still. And then we'll kind of attack the top right corner and work our way inwards. So, we have a police station there, but I figure if we add one here about, it's not a great radius, but keep in mind we are, you know, earning a bunch of money now too as well. So it shouldn't be too much of a concern. And then, okay, so let's look into this top right corner here. I'm just wondering if I disconnected power plants or something. I don't know what is causing these rolling brownouts. Oh, right, and power needs to be getting to these guys. Not that guy, though. I can actually say screw that one, because we don't want the seaport to have power. Okay. Police stations up here. So let's try and get one here. Sure it's got power or they won't work. It's already got one there, really close. And yeah, we're just gonna need a lot of police departments for this run. So honestly, I'm gonna do another one on here. This seems excessive, it's not, trust me with this scenario. And let's try and get another one here. That might be all we do for this year. Well, let's take a look at our map. See what that's doing exactly. Okay, so if we look now, I'm gonna watch the bottom right corner and the top right corner, or bottom left corner and the top right corner. It's gonna start to go away. And that's about all we can do. It's dropped quite a bit. We just need to. We're gonna throw one on the outskirts, I guess. We're gonna leave it for the year though. Let's see where our finances are at. So now we're actually losing money. Again, I think they're supposed to be about 100 each. In fact, we're losing money's not exactly ideal. Let's look into our residential and stuff and see if that's not thriving. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Fire departments need funding. Okay, so what we're gonna try and do is alleviate some of that again. Let's do a half there. Really hope I'm doing this right now. I'm getting a bit concerned. And industrial. We can actually just tap some of those onto the side here as well. Oh, that was, oops, whatever. Okay, there we go. Let's hope that thrives now. As for our crime situation, probably not super good, but we might have to wait a year with what we got. So it's really hitting that downtown pretty bad. Which is probably making a lot of people not want to live there, so I'm gonna try and alleviate that with getting rid of one of these shittier residentials. Yep, you don't even have power, so screw that. Police department here. And these guys. Okay. Oh, power. Fuck. Oh, it should have power. Why is it... Whatever. The high population we have, we should be getting a lot of income, but it likes to drop right before the end of the freaking year. Still losing money. Shoot. Trying to lower taxes to get people back in, I guess. This is not how the other guys went. This is 5 years. Okay. Let's do a save. I feel like this is already a lost cause, but... that's annoying. Trying to alleviate more crime here. Oh, that's not even fully connected. Wonderful. Demands are all going up again, except industrial's going back down. Okay, we're making money with 8% taxes. Wonderful. Enough to get us another police station with 4 years remaining. It's gonna be tight. That is for sure. Okay. So we're actually cut down quite a bit. I'm gonna hit those 2 areas in the bottom left corners up. So mainly like this one is apparently being an issue, which is an irritating thing. So if we're gonna do that, let's at least get it like here. Try and get it to cover some of the over the river, as much sense as that makes as well. And then apparently way the hell down here could use it. There's police stations everywhere here. You know what? Okay. Let's check our map out. See how much that does. Okay. That's much better. Got to roll with that for the year. Okay. Fucking losing money again. Shit. Don't quite understand that, but I think I was using auto budget. That also helped. The population's really friggin' high. Honestly, we're gonna have to roll with high taxes. See what the voice is up. Crime's actually not the worst issue. Okay. I think that's part of the goal as well. Approval rating's decent. Let's see where the biggest problem areas are. Well, where I just put is pretty decent. Spot to put it at least. Go above that and there. So let's try and get like dead center here. Right where that residential's burnt down. Okay. Okay, we're gonna roll with that. Population's still growing for now. Right, yeah, it's gonna start lowering the taxes just in time for taxes to actually roll around, of course. Okay, not losing a ton of money. Try and get our population back again. Tiers to complete scenario. Okay. What I should do is probably get even more residential going. Okay. And probably actually do a police department somewhere around here. Don't want to spend too much money. Let's roll with that. Pretty good population for that. Still losing money. Not much, mind you. We got 1 year to go. As long as we're not negative money, should be relatively okay. So let's, final year, let's see what the voice is saying. Son of a bitch. Friggin' kidding me. Oh, actually, is that because... No, it didn't. What the hell? Alright, that's news to me. It's really not that bad. We need to be able to survive that last year, though. Money-wise. Okay, well, I guess let's try and get 2 in those areas. Crime seriously should not be an issue. How is this an issue? Of all things, like... That's irritating. Okay, fine. Oh, that's all we can actually do. Let's hope, I guess. And, gonna roll for low tax rate, I guess. Should have done that. Actually, I think I did. Well, whatever. Go, population. Fingers crossed, I guess. Money's probably gonna kill us, though. Yep, we're fucking broke. We lose. So fair. Oh, okay, or not. Awesome. That's the hardest friggin' scenario knocked out. Now let's just go with tediousness. Because what we gotta do in Burn is delete every single road in existence. Patch it up with railways. As cheesily as you can, literally. Not literally, but you know. This is gonna be super interesting, just saying. All these roads are goddamn unnecessary, like I said. But we are literally deleting every road in the game. I can't believe I won Detroit there. Whatever, I will take it. It's finally the one to fix Detroit crime. All it took was adding more residents and having those residents pay taxes to fund police stations. Oh, this is going to be a nuisance. Okay, let's see. Gotta make sure I don't bulldoze anything important while I'm doing this. Ooh, like that. That's close. Whole issue with this one's traffic, and basically railways are OP. So the idea is not to replace all the roads with railways, but rather just as long as whatever's touching a railway, it counts. So if something's touching a railway, it's fine. It's also can go die because it doesn't matter. So we can use a lot less railways than the roads that existed, and that'll solve a lot of problems. sure there's a lot more I gotta do with that. Nope, we got Vegas yet. And Vegas is gonna be a bitch. Unless I can really cheese that one. Those UFO attacks, I can't have a single one basically because they're fucking devastating. So in order to not have the UFO attack, the only way to cheese that is have your population stay below 80,000. So that's pretty much what we're gonna have to do. Until, I think, the last 3 years, then you want to grow your freaking Vegas city to crazy amounts. But for now, I gotta sit here and burn deleting roads for days. It's gonna take just forever. This is the most entertaining gameplay ever to be playing. It's just essentially play, you know, Bowser to roads and nothing else. Right? The most entertaining. Almost as entertaining as Populous. So glad you guys are here to witness this historic road bulldozing day. The mayor has come in, he has spoken. Greener energy's the answer, using nothing but trains. And you know, the trains don't even go everywhere, so you gotta walk some places. It's gonna be really shitty, but it'll work, believe me. As it tells me I have an inadequate rail system. You know you don't have to connect the rails. Yes, I do know that. I watched a couple of tutorials like I said I was going to, and now here we are. Probably beating this game tonight. Because frankly, this is more likely than not my last day. Because I'll be gone for like 6 days, but I'm not going to be able to play for more than that. It's going to be 10 days. I'm not going to be able to play any of these basically. So, I'd like to finish SimCity today and leave that off and probably come back to Super Tennis. It depends if like that's holding up the queue or not. So, definitely Super EDF I will be back for though, and that's going to be a fun one. Nah, trust me, this is the way it's supposed to, well, not supposed to be done. This is the ideal way to do it, you'll see. Just get rid of roads completely, because rails can't have traffic problems. Surprised you've even done these scenarios before. I don't know. I don't know a whole lot of people play the scenarios in these kind of games. It's usually just free play is the big draw. You wanna work your own city, right? You don't wanna fix somebody else's garbage. I don't know, that's just me. Typically. Has been mildly fun, but Detroit crime is a bitch. Still almost lost it, even with cheesy methods. I thought I lost it anyways. I ran out of money just at the end. The crime wasn't really that fixed. Apparently. It was like it dropped down to like 12% and suddenly it just decided to jump up for no reason. Again, even though it was funded fine. It's like 24%, and it was still the biggest problem. I threw a few more police stations in, crossed my fingers, and I didn't get fired, and I won. It's like, okay, sure. I will take the victory. So much bulldozing. Remind me to save after I'm done bulldozing all this bullshit. Like I did in Rio with the ocean lines. This almost takes the cake on that. Remind me later, guys. Saving now is not going to do much. Fuck, I don't know how much I can play today, though. Is it later? Technically. My wrist is killing me, though. I got, like... I forget what they call it, ganglions or something. I've had, like, bone growth in the back of my wrist for... ever. And it hasn't been an issue since I was bowling back in Edmonton, probably. Like, probably almost 10 years. Forgot I even had them, but working this physical job, hauling boxes and fucking pulling boxes and shoe boxes out of boxes with one finger. I say boxes enough times there. Just like bone growths in the back of my wrist will swell up and like stick out, and they'll pinch nerves and pinch veins. So I don't know. It's been like a sleeping issue too. Like all my wrist bent backwards or something. So I like put my brace on last night thinking it would be a good idea, and it actually made things worse. But just like even pushing fucking buttons on a controller fucking runs down those same nerves. So I'm not finding this the most easy to do right now. Mostly it's because I'm doing mostly D-pad work right now. It's my left hand, so. Intense SimCity gaming with broken wrists. It needs surgery to remove it, basically. It's never going to go away. But it's never really going to be an issue, except at, like, physical jobs. But I also don't want to be out on the theater season coming up, so I'm probably going to leave surgery until, like, Christmas break or something, if I even do it. But I don't know if I'm going to be working the same job every summer. I probably should, because I've only worked there a month, and it's already fucking flared up huge. Wolf, how do you want this game timed? If I've been using the fast forward button a lot, do you want to just count time as the addition of all the, or the sum of all the times from all the streams or whatever, like usual? Or do you want to like throw in a couple hours to the time just because of fast forwards? Assuming that's how long it would take to not fast forward kind of thing. Say since like I just vote, personally, since we're not taking this that seriously, it's all for fun, just take the time as the sum of the parts. And yeah. Is that all of it? Is it over? Is the road nightmare over? Okay. There can't be traffic issues if there's no roads, right? This feels like something somebody discovered just by getting fed up with this mission, saying, fuck it, I'm deleting all the roads and making some janky rail system. Thanks, Tails. Oop, up the wrong one. Fuck you, Detroit. Never have to do you again. Except until the next time we do some random SNES marathon. Bottom right. No, that's an airstrip. That just looks like a road. I think we're good. Okay, now we gotta get everything rail connected and power grid connected, basically. So as long as things are touching the rail somewhere, they're good. So literally, almost just do that. And that. Okay, bam. And bam. This is the most efficient road system, guys, trust me. There's no roads at all. Makes sense, right? This is how Vancouver can remove its traffic problems. 'Cause fuck knows they need it. It's actually pretty much their solution. Everybody take public transportation! Because we're fucking don't want to admit to the actual problem. I don't go into Vancouver for a reason. Typically. Except my fucking career might lie there. So that'll be fun. It's like, I don't know, the only other options like Toronto or California. California's like fucking so many people trying to do the same job and expensive. And Toronto's pretty much got just as bad of traffic problems as Vancouver, I hear. Roads here where we're going, we don't need roads. Back to the Future 2. Also don't care what anybody says, I really love Part 3. I don't know why, I just love Part 3. It is... I don't want to say it's my favorite. It's pretty good. And I'm not even a Western guy, I don't know. Maybe that's why. It's because like, oh, I like this Western parody, because I don't like Westerns really. So it's just like, I don't know. So glad they finally added those movies to Netflix. I watched them a while ago. I was like, man, it had been forever. So, I was seriously considering just buying them. So I'm like, man, pretty friggin' decent. I really don't own many movies. I own like box sets for TV shows. Stargate SG-1, Home Improvement, Simpsons, oh, Dragon Ball, part of Dragon Ball Z. Okay. Well, somebody told me Dragon Ball's got like all the tournaments, and that's what I really liked from Z. But they always like got interrupted by actual shit going on, so... Oh hey, there's a road there. Blends in well with the stadium. That was mostly a fan of Dragon Ball, other than... wasn't a big fan of the Red Ribbon Army saga, honestly. Dragged on way too long. I think everything's connected. I gotta make sure. I should probably start just doing the full strips just to make sure. I don't know, I never got the Krillin hate as much. It doesn't accomplish much, but you kind of want him to. I always like Yamcha too, so the fact that he's just there usually is a plot device to progress some supervillain every time. It's just like, fuck, man. It's nice, the nice thing about Dragon Ball is that everybody was freaking useful, because I liked Tien, I liked Yamcha in both series, but they just like weren't able to pull it off. Well, Tien was able to pull off holding off Majin Buu randomly, which was pretty impressive. But that was like about it. Yamcha basically called it quits pretty quick into that series. Or no, around the androids, I think he's like, yeah, I'm done. I can't do shit. Is this Cell? It might have been Cell. I thought it was Majin Buu, but... Yeah. Oh, that was the Triangle Ha thing. Maybe that is Majin Buu. Okay, I think that's connected everything pretty well. This looks so fucking janky. Whatever. Okay, now gotta restore power to everything. Triangle is solar flare? Okay. Maybe it's just like a weird translation thing I saw in the version I watched or something. No, I'll save after the power is restored. Basically, I could probably just do this again. That's better. Much interesting. Let's watch me delete roads, add train tracks, and put power lines in a city for like an hour. Thanks, game. And listen to that awesome sound effect over and over again. It's not populous or kablooey, so I'm good. I don't think I'm as worried about shipwrecks this time. The other guy didn't seem to be, so... Fuck. Thanks, control pad. Make sure we're not severing power ties. Let's get one of the early things connected to the grid again, too. Oh god, okay. Oh my god, this is crazy. I forget what I'm supposed to do after this. Remove traffic problems, probably just have the city prosper, try and make an income. Probably do a similar, like, I didn't really get that far. I'm watching this tutorial, actually. I'm sick of watching them. I already watched Vegas and Detroit. No, you need power. So do you. So, probably just, yeah, I think part of it's being in favor, not losing all your money. Not so much being in favor, being decently in favor, I think. And then, something. Can't really think right now. Okay. That should do. Probably try and make an area that prospers decently. The thing is that ate up over half of our funds. So, get that back. Gonna need to check our taxes. Thank you. As well as do that. Okay. And now, what am I looking for? Taxes. 7%. I think we can cut funding a lot on both of these, as far as I remember. Let's just cut them both to like 45, because that's not the issue of this scenario. Fucking hope that's decent enough. And then 8%. Go with figures. Try and make a decent little industrial area over here by the power plants. So pollution's not really an issue. Okay, and that should be good. Right, rails. And then we'll try and make a similar residential one somewhere where residential would be good. This looks decent. Not to mention, actually, coastlines. Shit, I can't do those. I could do it there, though. One there, at least. Let's try and do that. So those are guaranteed to be moved into, basically. So that's handy. Okay. Okay. And probably another area to do residential. Probably just below these guys. Watch our money a bit, though. Probably just leave it at that. Okay, those are going to be powered. All that should be powered. Okay, let's try this. I'm not going to save again because I'm not confident. I should have done that so early with constructing those. Apparently those don't have power. Or is that just... Yeah, it goes away. Okay. And how are these guys doing? Awesome. We're doing quite good. Just trying to look if there's any disconnected power grids anywhere. That's what I'm seeing. It's kind of an eyesore to look at, though. Oh, right there. As soon as I start fast forwarding again. Not to mention, those aren't even connected to rails. There we go. Anything else I'm missing? Not that I can see. Okay. And we're making money. Sweet. Okay. Gonna try and leave that 8%. Gonna try and add some more residential and stuff to this. Oh, getting to Metropolis would be nice. So let's just extend these near the ocean or the river. So basically we made 300. Let's try and just cheese it a bit with 400 worth. Okay. And those are, yeah, industrial's probably not going to need any more. I probably went overkill with those. You know what, fuck it, let's do 2 more. It's that population, something we need. Speaking of which, let's watch how the population's doing. Good, it's going up. Awesome. Almost hit Metropolis that year. Now we're making a ton of money. Let's try and lower the taxes for these guys, give these guys a bit more funding. Oh, oops. Let's do that again. Okay. I'm gonna make an alternate save now. Because I think we're at a good point. Hey, Cyrus.
Hey,
How's it going?
horrible.
Did you do your run? Oh,
I
man.
did. Learning some humility.
I just got to Metropolis. I spent the whole time you were gone deleting roads and burned basically every single road.
I was here listening, and I tried to talk a few times, but I had messed with my sound settings for the stream, and I think I messed it up on Discord.
Oh, okay. You were actually out of the Discord for a while.
Oh,
there.
really?
Yeah, that might be why.
Yeah. Oh well. I heard you though.
Okay, that's good. Yep. No, I think we might be in the clear now. I didn't watch the tutorial much past this point, so I'm assuming just get the city to thrive now, which it looks like it really is. We're making money. I gotta try and get the budgets back up for police and fire. Try and keep things at 7% tax. Should be decent. Let's add some more residential.
I'm trying to set my threshold just right so that voice isn't completely annoying when I sigh or anything.
Oh yeah, with Discord. Yeah, I think I found that nice fine mark. I think. Sometimes I go and adjust it a bit, but it seems to be pretty decent.
Yeah. I want to play something else at this point. I'm done.
Might I suggest Populous?
I could try it again. That 13-1 sounds kind of rough.
Oh fuck, is that what it's at now?
Yeah, that's 10 said. It's 13-1, I'm out.
Yeah, fuck. That's getting pretty bad at this point.
Yeah, I'm sure the last levels are going to be really brutal.
Yeah. Man, yeah, the last one's 16-1, I think. Crime's an issue. Probably all the industrial here is fucking riddled with crime. Oh my god, that's a giant red mark.
I know how to cheese it, but you need like an incredible amount of funds.
Oh, I've already cheesed it pretty good. Just do that, I guess. And hope. Oh, power. Fuck. I'm not gonna do shit without power. Oh, that one's fine though. I'm gonna... Vegas, the way to beat Vegas sounds really freaking cheesing it. So...
Yeah.
Because you just keep your population below a certain amount until they're no longer able to attack you, basically. Crime's a big issue, so is pollution and taxes. Really? They're upset with taxes? Let's see what the crime's doing. Still fucking just red as shit here. Well, I guess let's say nuts to one of these. If I can put a police department there. That's a lot of police departments, jeez. Okay, I'm not sure where else it said it was bad. It's pretty much playing SimCity at this point. Oh, down in the new residential areas. Go figure. Don't really want that. There's a police department right freaking above it. It's annoying. I guess they're not running at full function. Okay, let's go with that. Population's still going down. Hopefully I can lower the taxes more for these guys. No, power's not an issue. It's just because that house got abandoned, I think. Tents are still here. Kind of figured he would have left at this point. Oh, we're losing way too much money. Fuck, I just fucked myself, didn't I? Well, almost gotta raise taxes then. Oh wait, no, we're fucking making money. What am I talking about? Yeah, we're still making money. Still better in populace. You know, it's true. I think my contribution to that game's done. It's because I'm gonna be time strapped enough to beat this today. Still making money? Good. What's you want?
Yeah, you're just making a little bit.
Yep, just, well, it's enough, because part of the failing thing is, you know, if you're out of money by the end of the scenario, you fail, I guess.
Gotcha.
So that kind of makes sense now. We don't need that. Okay. I'd like to lower taxes for these guys even more. Fuck, I can't really try to lower taxes though. Let's see. Just fucking fast forward it, I guess.
7's pretty fair, but they're a bunch of crybabies anyways.
Yeah.
I look at states that have like 12%.
Yeah. Well, like, they get mad anyways. It's left at 7% for long enough, suddenly that's too high. Like, you can have it at 3%, and if it's there for like 20 years, they'll be upset it's too high. Okay, let's hope this wins it for me.
This could be it, huh?
Well, Vegas, but
You got a good population, you got some money.
should be good.
Let's see it happen.
I won Detroit with worse, so. Woo! Nice. You've mastered these six scenarios, however, the real challenges still remain. Move the cursor to the right to find 2 bonus scenarios. Alright, Las Vegas. I'm gonna pause this as soon as I friggin' can.
1991.
Okay. Fucking pause this shit. Oh god, we gotta play Road Deleting Simulator 2017 again. Forgot about that. I forgot how he got the population below 80,000. I think just deleting all the roads pissed them off enough that those 2,000 moved away.
You probably don't have to worry about the road so much as if you cut power off, people will leave.
Well, you still want to keep like 60,000, 50,000-ish, and then the last 3 years UFOs can't attack, and you just try and get things back. As part of the stipulations of winning scenarios is believed to be, you know, maintaining the population you had or greater by the end of the scenario.
Right.
I didn't think I'd end up clearing this game on my own, but hey, I mean, I'm this far now.
You're doing well.
I thought it would take a lot longer, honestly. Freeland is just a bonus scenario where there's like a giant Mario head made out of trees, but basically the level has no water. It's just land. So it's just kind of there to have fun with. But from what I was reading, it's still a scenario, so you don't actually get gifts or anything. And you can get fired, I think, is the only differences compared to playing free play. Although I believe you can get fired in free play, so I don't know if that's a difference. Maybe not in this game, I guess, but I don't know. The thing is with Las Vegas, even with the roads, there's a lot of unnecessary ones in a lot of these scenarios, frankly. Chris is busy enough with Draken. It's fine.
He's Draken, huh?
Yeah, I think he's getting salt for the week from what I heard, because he had a pretty bad run-in with the game last time.
That game's a bad run-in.
Is it?
It's I mean, mechanically it's genius, to a point, and there is fun to be had, but it is so brutal.
I gotcha. Well, I mean, I'm fine with it, because I think most likely person that takes salt with video games is probably me most weeks, so I'm not nearly as patient with, well, I mean, in a way I'm more patient than when I was a kid, but I'm also,
Oh, there's some games, if I flip them on even now, that like childhood rage comes right back.
Yeah. Yeah, I got rid of that childhood rage pretty good, but like I don't know, it's funny too, cause like I don't know when I'm streaming, like I don't want to say I'll play it up, but like definitely my emotions get like amplified sounding, I guess. Just from being around other people in general. I don't get why, but
that poor train.
it's fine. Trying to delete this train on the other hand. Fucking bitch. Can't just hold left or down or up in one direction.
I wonder if they actually looked at an aerial view of Las Vegas and tried to do something like it.
I've been wondering that for most of these scenarios, to be honest, but I don't think so. I think they probably just be like, this is kind of what it looks like, I guess. We had like San Francisco, there's a lot of weird roads like this, even though this game's technically flat, and I think that's supposed to be like, hey, there's hills, that's why the roads are all weird.
But in Las Vegas, there's not really any hills.
No, this is actually, this is pretty desert looking too.
Yeah. The game was made for Vegas.
Yeah, this scenario should actually be easier than the last two, though. Just if like you cheese the below 80,000 thing, because there's so much income revenue from 7 casinos or something nuts.
Right. So
you really just sit.
Yeah.
You sit on money pretty much, and then you take the last 3 years to try and rebuild, or build up to what the population was at. Give it some second thought. I don't think I'd mind doing the N64 library, except for the fact that N64 emulation's only at like 75% to this day still of like a working library.
Yeah, I wish they had made more progress, but like I have a Nintendo 64, so I don't really mind.
Yeah, I mean I have all the games I want, but it's not like I have the whole library.
Right. And then, yeah, you're right. How could you do the whole library if, well, no, there is a way.
Get all the games. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
See, I don't know if you were here for the part where I was talking about, like, my controller's disconnecting like Zed's, because I was trying to connect with my phone yesterday. But I was thinking, like, I love the Game Boy Advance aesthetic. I think, like, Super Nintendo and Game Boy Advance is, like, probably two of my favorite, like, respective handhelds and consoles.
Yeah.
So having that on the go, it's like one of the only things I ever sold is my SP. So I was like looking at getting one back, and it was like at least running me $60 plus shipping. And I was like, man, and I was just gonna do that and get an EverDrive because I love the Game Boy Advance versions of the Final Fantasies.
Right.
And pretty much there's a couple Pokemon games on there. That's really enough for me, and whatever else, I guess. So I was just like looking at that and getting an EverDrive, but that was gonna be like a $200 investment almost for the EverDrive. And I was like, well, people like just use your phone emulators. I'm like, no, I don't like touch screens, but the Super Nintendo controller I got, I just looked it up. I'm like, maybe it has like a mount, and it does. It has a really freaking good mount that I bought for $20 last night.
Well, with the Game Boy Advance, you don't really need an EverDrive for that. They had when it was out and popular, there was a lot of third parties doing like something where you could inject ROMs onto memory sticks and stuff like that.
I know it's the most pirated for console ever.
Yeah, I can believe that because I want to say I even saw those devices being sold in like EB Games.
Yeah. Well, there was like cheaper GBAs on the site too, but they're all coming from Germany. I'm like, this seems kind of suspicious. If these are so cheap coming from Germany, it's all the same guy, every color. I'm like, But yeah. I've seen it's like the most. What about Seaport?
10 just mentioned the Seaport.
Oh, fucking what the hell?
Oh, was it? Yeah, there is.
That's great. Thanks, 10. I didn't even notice that. It's just fucking sitting on ground. It's probably sitting on like 3 by 3 tiles of water, really, but fuck.
I mean, this is the future. Maybe their ships fly.
Yep. Just sail through the desert sands.
They've mastered Final Fantasy airships.
You know, it's a possibility. But yeah, no, I just mean like bootlegs were such a thing on Game Boy Advance. I know how to look for them now, but I definitely got caught getting an Emerald bootleg for GBA.
Really?
Yep. I didn't realize till like years later, and I kind of knew all about the stuff. I was actually posting on Retro Uprising. I'm like, you know, why is my save file keep getting lost on this? And I opened it up, and it was just full of epoxy. And then one of Seahawk opened his, I think, Sapphire up, and it was all these different internal workings. And he's like, yeah, the epoxy is just covering up stuff so they can't get sued or something. And it's got not a lot of the components it needs, just enough to run, so the clock and all that's fucking gone. I'm like, man, so it had been like, I bought it in Edmonton, moved here, and kind of like only realized like 4 years later. So it's kind of shitty. But it was like a loose game I bought at EB Games, which I guess is GameStop. I'm not sure which they call it there, but...
Yeah, it's all GameStop now since GameStop bought EB Games.
Okay, because Canada still keeps it labeled as EB Games for some reason.
Gotcha.
But same thing, really.
Yeah, I mean, they were pretty much the same exact stores.
Yeah, that's why I thought they were. I guess, yeah, it makes sense they'd buy each other, or one of them would buy the other out.
I missed one called Babbage's. That was cool.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they would have demo units that other stores didn't have.
I'm like mostly used to buying things online at this point. It's just like a lot of my gaming needs, like weird shit and retro shit. It's just like can't guarantee you're gonna drive out one day and when you really want something and find it. It's just you know.
I tried to look for there was a store nearby that had Darius Twin, and I wanted the actual cart for when I did it. When I went out, they had something better.
What was that?
That's how I got UN Squadron.
Oh, nice. I've heard that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's a pretty solid shooter from Capcom.
I wouldn't mind picking one of those up for this, like, I don't want to call it contest, but this event. But, like, I feel like I got good at Super EDF. I love that genre, but it's hard to get good at a specific game, and probably you or Glenn got that covered more than I do.
Glenn is probably better after watching him do Gradius 3.
I mean, I wonder how I'd fare in them. I picked up, we had to do a Daytona Twin Bee for TurboGrafx 16 in a contest years ago, and I picked that up pretty quick. At least I thought I did, and I was able to, like, pretty damn near perfectly get every level without getting hit for, like, the max points or whatever. I think that was the frustrating part about it, and I could get all the way to, like, the 5th, 6th level. 5th of 6, and I was like, man, I'm doing good at this, and I was like ahead of the curve with everybody, but then suddenly, like, give it another week and everybody was beyond me, and I was like the second lowest score. I'm like, jeez. I gave that game a lot of tries too, and again, I would have been 15 at the time, I think, so. I forget if that was even like, always a good way to benchmark is depending on where I was living, but I don't even remember where I was living. Actually, you know, yeah, it was BC. I was at least 15 then. Actually, 16, I think. I don't know. Whatever, doesn't matter. But, like, yeah. I love that genre, and TurboGrafx is, like, something I like a lot, because they have a lot of that stuff.
I bought a PC Engine for that.
Is that the same thing, or is it, like, different names? I never really understood
It's the Japanese version, but it cannot play the US cue cards.
Well, that might actually almost be better in, like, a way. That's, like, the same thing I hear of Saturn. It's like, yeah, you may as well just have a Japanese Saturn.
Well, they have a way to,
yeah. Action replays?
Like, reach and unlock it, yep.
Yeah. Kind of hard to find. I heard the same thing about GameCube, but I just found,
They're not really hard to find, but they're pricey. You know, it's like $40.
Oh, that's not even much. Like, honestly, I think it was around 2000. I was pretty much collecting my GameCube stuff when it was just phased out, so you can still find it at, like, EB Games and, you know, find, like, brand new GameCubes at Zeller's.
Yeah, the GameCubes are still super cheap.
Yeah, they still are, but I got, like, brand new one for $40 back then, a bunch of games. It's the easiest collection I built up It was always stuff I wanted, mind you, but just like from the video
Yeah.
stores, putting them on their sales rack rather than the rent rack eventually. And but anyways, I found an action replay at a Zellers once, which I guess is probably the equivalent to like if Kmart's kind of a smaller unknown thing that still kind of was just around. That's kind of what Zellers was. And I found an action replay there for GameCube, and it also has the region lock thing. No, I never got the N64 DD. That was a guy at school. Never actually. I played it and borrowed it, but he didn't want to like sell it. So
That's something I'm curious about. I wonder if the After-Drive can play the DD games.
I don't even think you can emulate DD games still, which is shitty because I don't know. Like I played a bit of.
I saw some. If you look on YouTube, there are a couple of videos where they were doing like a couple of games, but total time it's a little messed up because I did Darius Twin on the Twitch and FOMO, and then I finished it on number 2.
Oh, I think I ported all his like not recent stuff, but Darius Twin should all be on YouTube now, unless he did any of it on his channel. So you can just add up the sum of the times. I think there's 5 videos. So that should be Darius's time anyway.
Where did you put them?
On the YouTube channel?
Let me check. I don't know if I've been there yet.
Well, like we have a master playlist where the games are listed in order and by their stream order, so it should just be there like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as game number 7 or whatever it was. Okay, so let's let the population drop real quick, I think, before I try this again. Okay, and come on, there you go. Okay, we're below 80,000. Save, thank you.
I only see 2 videos up there for Darius.
Darius? It should have more, I thought.
I'm scrolling down to check.
They might, it's weird, because, I don't know, Wolf was really on top of it. I've been doing most of it lately.
Hold on. I got it. So there's 2 there, 2 there.
Oh, if you go in the playlist, it should be listed in order with each other.
Okay.
It's like the Chronquest master playlist or something.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, it's nice, but if I leave it for too long, it's hard to get on top of it. Especially Populous is just fucking... Oh god, I have no idea how to even tell which one's like in what order without watching a good chunk of them, which I don't want to do.
Okay, so it's like an hour and 40... Yeah, like an hour and 40 minutes worth of Darius Twin.
For all the sessions?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not too bad. Most of Populous hasn't been streamed, yeah, but like, I don't know. We've got chunks here and there, which is all we really want. That's kind of the exception to streaming everything in that game. And then
You could round it up to 2 hours if you want, but I think it's like 140, 145.
And we just need the Populous ending streamed, I think, is all Wolf really wanted. With that game specifically. Didn't want 600 videos on it, fuck. I should, once I get my shit, I don't know if that'll count, I guess, because, like, Populous is kind of the exception to the rule, like I said. I was gonna say, if I get that mount for my Super Nintendo controller on my phone, I'm mostly gonna be on vacation, but if I brought, like, Super Tennis with me and beat it while I was there, but then there's no way to really stream it or have proof, so I think that idea is kind of out the window.
Time to get a little video camera. Put it over your shoulder.
Yeah, I'm gonna be focusing on my vacation. I need a break. Oh yeah, Wolf did a couple of Darius Twin streams too.
Yeah, I did a like 20-minute Populous stream today with a big fail. And then I tried to play through it while Ten was doing it, and I failed again. But I didn't stream it.
Yeah, fair enough. What are they asking you? Oh, no, I thought the movie night was yesterday anyways, but I was at a friend's. And it was a rare drinking occasion for me. First since, like, October.
If you put it up, if you start it, I'll sit there and watch it. But it's gonna be on the back burner because I got a lot of games I want to play before I get back to the work tomorrow.
Yeah, it's kind of same. I want to get this game done, but I also want to get some City Skylines or Final Fantasy V in. Not to mention my Final Fantasy VI run. So, yeah, it'll be fun. It's not even like a work night thing for me because I don't have to be at work till 3:30 p.m. But, you know.
Yeah, it's a work night for me, but I'm gonna be up till midnight probably.
Yeah. What time do you usually work?
I gotta be at work at 8 o'clock.
Okay, that's not too bad. Most of the daytime jobs they have here, the roads have gotten so shitty on commutes that all the jobs have these, I use quotations, great idea to start their shifts at like 5 in the morning to beat all the traffic. But the thing is, every company's got that idea now, so the traffic's just as bad at 5 in the morning, and you kind of want to die that early.
Yeah, it's so awful.
Well, for me, that commute's like, most jobs are out in Vancouver-ish, and it's even further for me because I'm like as far away from that as I can be, so I'm usually up at like 4.
Jeez.
So a lot of times I'll be like sitting at home after I got home from this job, and I'll be like, man, I remember waking up at 4 in the morning and really wishing I could go back to sleep, looking at the clock from this job being like, it's 4 in the morning, and I can. I'm really not a daytime person either, so at least not like, I don't know, not like super early. If I could get like this 10-hour shift system starting like 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., that would be like my ideal shift.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah. Because, like, I don't know if I told you, but my work does this whole, like, a lot of, like, BC places are experimenting with 4 10-hour shifts for a 40-hour work week.
That's, when I was working for Cablevision, that's how we do it.
Yeah. Did you like
4
it?
4x10. Yeah, I did, because you got those 3 days off.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was lucky enough to have the shift where I got them all off in a row.
Yep.
So it was like you worked a little and you got a little vacation.
It's always funny for me, the day shift people arguing why theirs is better. And it's like, you know, I get these extra days off and, like, honestly, not waking up early. And honestly, like, 8 hours does not feel any less than 10. Once you get beyond, like, 6, I feel like it kind of all feels the same. So 10 does not feel any longer, really. That's just my summer gig anyways. I was gonna say, like, who knows what hours, like, movies will have, if that works out, but... Or theater. Usually pretty late for theater, I know that much. I've done a bunch of it for free. But, like, teaching, I know the hours for that. That's gonna be kind of early, but it's fine. Honestly, if I'm doing a job I actually care about, I'm a bit more willing to bend on those things.
Right.
Jeez, this fucking city's a mess. Almost I gotta bottleneck the residential almost by getting rid of some of them just to make sure they can't go back above 80,000.
Take them out.
Yeah, well, once I get the power and rails restored, people are gonna want to move back in. Shit, we're below 10,000 now, too. Takes a bunch of money to do this.
There we go. For UN Squadron, not only do I have original hardware, but I use the SCART cable, so you get the high quality, like, HD effect.
Which one's the SCART again? I know I've heard of that. I'm just trying to think. It's like the...
It's a European standard, but it's like red, blue, green input, it's kind of like using component.
Yeah, it does clean things up quite a bit. If you can find mods for like all your old consoles that do like HDMI input and stuff, like that's pretty good. I've heard people modding their Super Nintendos to do that and stuff.
The SCART's great because there is no mod needed.
Yep.
It's just the native input.
Still like looks best on a CRT though, with a lot of anything that plugs in through composite. Pretty much, I have my CRT for that reason, because trying to stretch them to the HD TVs, they're not really made for it, so it looks kind of crappy. And then all my friends are always like, "Oh, look how bad these games used to look." I'm not really. It just like it gets, I don't know, something about playing on HD TV really brings it out, looking shitty.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you're doing SimCity, but
yeah,
I could stream it to show you what it looked like.
Yeah, no, I'm sure I've seen like stuff like that before, but I'd honestly rather like budget-wise emulate a lot of stuff these days.
Yeah, well, that's a lot cheaper.
It is. It's a great solution. I just, I gotta get the right controllers for my computer, and it's fine. Okay, let's get these guys up and running now. This is almost harder to restore in the last level in power. This is probably almost how you felt playing ActRaiser, just blowing a bunch of shit up. For the greater good. It's too bad they removed that part from the next... I think it's 2 more ActRaisers or something.
I know about 2. I didn't know there was a 3rd.
Oh, there might not be then. I know nothing about the games other than... Like, I knew about them, but I knew more when we were kind of... It was part of the Chronquest or whatever.
Right.
Okay. And then once I restore all this power, I'm going to save. And then I'm just going to try and let it run, make sure my population stays down. Probably raising taxes will keep it down, actually. I don't need to bulldoze anything. Oh yeah. And it's kind of funny how everybody just posts in the Super Chronquest like subsection of Discord now.
Yeah, everybody's
Well, I can't really blame anybody because like that's the only one I have open now. It's the only one I need to have open personally. Oop, that's not connected. I wonder how big of a... Crime's probably going to be a fairly big issue in this one, too, just because I believe the casinos brought a negative crime effect in, too. Be happy to be done with this game, though. Well, I don't know about that. It's like... I like this game enough, but...
Once you beat all the scenarios, you pretty much did everything.
Yeah, it's like, this kind of game's like, I'm fine picking it up, even though I don't even want to go out and say like City Skylines like superior, because this is the kind of thing where I can enjoy the older editions, like most definitely. But I think most of the time I'd rather be playing that at this point.
Alright.
I think I've got like 76 hours into that game usually. I play it a lot during the university year because it's all I really have time to boot up if I have any time. Or like Stardew Valley, I think was another big one this school year. Christmas break rolled around, I had a ton of free time, so I rolled through... And there was a snowstorm here, which is actually not at all common for like this part of Canada. We usually get like a day of snow, not even kidding. And so we were kind of trapped inside, and I played through all Knights of the Old Republic again. Still fucking love those games.
Alright.
Yeah. Great. Have you played them, or?
Yeah, I played them on the Xbox.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's where we originally had them too. Of course, they're on Steam for like they're cheap now. That's where I re-got them.
Yeah.
And yeah, I tried replaying. Like I tried playing through the seconds. I never beat it. I got to the end bit and I actually stopped playing. My brother was like ranting. I was asking him advice here and there because he played the shit out of those games growing up. And he's like, yeah, the ending is honestly such a bitch. I just usually get to that part of the game and stop playing. because they take away all your party members other than you, and you have to go through like this entire dungeon that's worse than I guess he said the Starforge in the original. It's like 8 times as long, and a lot of Dark Jedis.
Oh, really?
Well, like, yeah, and for me, it's like I built my entire party to like work together well, especially with my Jedis. And I actually fucked over the Jedi thing by quite a bit, just because I try when I play RPGs these days to use every character pretty evenly. But that was kind of fucked because the whole influence system or whatever in the second game, it just so happens that I had the wrong people at the wrong times all the time, that there was not any influence scenarios left by the time I realized that was the thing, that I couldn't turn. Like, Atten was one away from being turned, but he was not able to because there's none left, and same with Bao-Dur. And I was like, those are the 2 guys I wanted to use in my final party, so I was like, fuck. So I guess I'm using Visas and Disciples, what I end up using. Definitely be worth replaying at least because of that.
Yeah. I would like to play through it again. There was a lot of good stuff in that.
Yeah. I mean, it's... People kind of crap on the gameplay because there isn't a whole lot. It's a bunch of dice rolls going on in the background. But the fun part's, like, really just character building.
Yeah.
And the story is absolutely fantastic for an RPG.
Yeah. And that's what makes me want to play through Jade Empire again.
Yeah, I gotta play through that one again, too, because I never got far in it.
I really loved it. I played all the way through, and it's, you know, it's not groundbreaking story, but it's interesting enough to keep you there.
Yeah. Well, it was like my brothers are kind of on a divide at that point. It was interesting because my second oldest brother really liked Knights of the Republic. They both did, and wanted to get the second one, but my other brother got it because it was well, it came with our Xbox, and it was like pack-in.
Right.
So, it was a BioWare game, which at the time they were functioning out of Edmonton in Canada, which is where we lived.
Yeah.
And he really liked BioWare, so he was like, well, they're not making the second game, so I'm going to buy Jade Empire. My other brother bought Knights of the Republic too, so we had both.
Nice.
Yeah. I do have Jade Empire as well.
Yeah, I still have Jade Empire, but for some reason I don't have Knights of the Old Republic. I think I must have let somebody borrow it.
Probably.
And then it never came back.
Once again, Steam is your friend for that. They're pretty cheap. And you can make them look pretty nice. They look like early 360 PS3 games when you do all the fancy AA and stuff to them on the computer.
Right. Because you can turn it up these days.
Yep.
Crank that stuff up. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a drink.
Alright. What's going on with the power here? It's just... There we go. Okay, anywhere else? Which I think our population should just pretty well stay below 50,000 itself. Money's not... Money should be okay from all the stupid casinos. These fucking seaports. That cracks me up. Oh, police station. We want you functioning. God. Hope there's no nuclear meltdowns. Population's still growing. Don't want it to grow too much though. Definitely raise them taxes. Freaking 100% budget. We're still losing a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna lower the fire fund now. Okay, fire departments need funding. Too bad, fire departments. What's our biggest problem, dude? Tax? Well, whatever. It is what it is. I'm just gonna see how the crime is doing. Holy crap, that's the best crime rate I've seen. Alright, nothing's really an issue then. Let's just move on. Don't you dare go above 80,000 though. Oh, you son of a beach. Don't you dare. Shit. Oh, that's fun. Okay, taxes. 9%. Stay away, people. keep Vegas' population down. Shit. Oh, that's disconnected. Okay. Oh god, come on. Stay below friggin'. I will cut the power off to the city again. Fuck it. It's gotta be done.
I don't have that luxury this week.
Okay. Oh, fuck. Alien invasion, stay the fuck away. Well, let's get them blackouts rolling. Shit.
I'm back.
Alright, I might get fucking nuked by aliens here.
Ooh.
I've dipped. Oh, okay, there we go. I cut all the power off to the city in an emergency because we were at 83,000. Okay, here we go.
Dang, I was hoping I could see it.
You can look it up on YouTube pretty well. I don't want to fuck over myself. God, okay, I guess I'm raising taxes even more. Should have done that earlier.
Snow in Las Vegas. What?
I don't know. Fuck. Okay, let's hope this doesn't murder my face off. Okay. Oh yeah, we're doing pretty good. Actually, it's fine to like hover around 50,000. I think by 2103 is when the aliens no longer attack you. Basically, just gotta get to there. I can't remember what I was saying though. Oh, I was gonna say the Xbox original actually seemed like. I mean, there's not a lot, but it, for me growing up, is kind of like another great RPG system. I know it sounds really strange, but like, not knowing what Fable was promising at all because I didn't pay attention to gaming news.
Oh,
kind of never had. I liked
that,
what I played.
I was mad. Not
Really?
once, not twice, but 3 times.
Oh, all 3 games, you mean?
Yeah. And I gave him, after Fable 1, I gave him the benefit of the doubt. Like, all right, maybe it really couldn't handle it.
No, it
Maybe
couldn't.
he'll,
When I heard what they were promising, probably about a year ago, I was like, oh, that's why it kind of never took off, eh? I was like, because like back then, I was just like happy with what I got, I guess. I was like, yeah, this is a pretty fun game. So.
I still played through it and beat it, but it was not what I wanted.
Yeah.
And then Fable 2, everybody was like, it's finally going to be good.
Yeah, and then it wasn't.
And then it wasn't.
I don't know, but like, it's kind of funny with things like that. When you look at them and you don't, like, I guess get on the hype train, I think you can appreciate things more in some ways, because like, I had no idea what Fable was promising compared to what actually happened. And I enjoyed what I played. But like I said, I heard about it like a year ago, and I was like, oh wow, they were promising to do all this? Wow.
If you want to see a lot of promises for a lot of disappointment, look up EverQuest Next.
Or I heard Two Worlds was like that too. Supposed to be like Fallout or not Fallout, Oblivion kind of, but.
Oh yeah, that was one of the ones I played, and it really wasn't even a bad game. It was just plagued by horrible, crippling issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shoot! I thought we were. So are you still saying something? Because I think your mic cut out.
No.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that's the end of that. Shit, I need to have taxes higher than that, actually. I thought I was at 2103 already, so I started getting ready to build and all that shit. It's like, ideally, I want to hit a Metropolis. Oh, it is 2103, shit. Guess it didn't roll over quite quick enough. Okay, let's try and get some building going on then.
I'm just practicing UN Squadron, so I might get silent quick because I focus.
Yeah, a lot of people are like that. I'm the weird one that can just keep talking while I play and it doesn't really affect me. At least not nearly as much as a lot of people.
I'm practicing on hard mode. I don't know if I have to do hard mode, but
I'm wondering that with Super EDF too, so I feel ya, because I've never beat it on hard mode. Oh shit, my controller. I unplugged it. Chris, I know how you feel. Okay, we're good. It's only been an issue today, though. Yeah, I definitely feel you on that. If I need to beat Super Defense Force on hard, that's kind of scary.
that's
I've
another
never done
story.
it. What's that?
That's another story, right?
Well, I've never done it. I've never even booted up on hard. I had a hard enough time mastering the game on its normal difficulty, so I have no idea what to expect from that. I know all the patterns and everything in normal. It's gonna be like, at least all the deadly ones. I know what to expect with all the mini bosses and bosses. It's
right, and the enemies are definitely out to get you in this. Like, I just ate it on the second level.
Oh yeah.
It's surprising because on normal it'd be pretty easy for me.
Yeah, exactly.
They got me again.
Shit. Yeah, I was doing a bit of practicing. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, it's okay. I was gonna say, if I could get the A10, that's usually the one I stick with through most of the game.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, I was practicing Super Tennis the other day, so I think that's what I'm taking next. I was getting pretty freaking destroyed because it was like I remember it being a lot like Mario Tennis, so but it's kind of that on hard mode. It's a lot easier to knock the ball out. You can't wind up shots, so I used to just like kind of get in a bad habit of mashing the button so it would hit when I got there. So I actually got to time that right. There's 4 different kinds of shots in this version opposed to the N64's 2. So yeah, it'll be interesting. I think it's a pretty similar like win scenario though to Mario Tennis, like fight through 6 tournaments or something.
Right. So then they took the idea and moved it to Virtual Boy.
Yeah, well I think Super Tennis is Nintendo as well, so just pretty much moving with the idea, I guess. Okay, where are we at? Do a save too. I don't know which one I used last.
Man.
2096. Chess Master. Have fun with that 10.
Command Squadron's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Regretting your decision now.
Well, if they want it on hard.
It depends. You'll have to look up what the best ending is. That's all that matters.
Yeah, I'm having fun with it anyways, at the moment.
At the moment, keyword. Are we still fighting for Final Fantasy IV, 10? I think I'll probably let you win that fight at this point. This is based off how timing's working out. Plus, I'm already playing 5 and 6 at the moment, so let's complete the Super Nintendo trilogy. More roads required. No thanks, game. I'm good. One good thing about these scenarios is they have the frickin' power plants pretty resolved every time. There's like just 6 nuclear power plants in the city, and I'm just like, holy shit. Ten's just claiming no, he won at Final Fantasy IV. Super EDF is unlocked right before it. Oh! Touché, sir. Yeah, I said like I'm fine with our rule about like new people playing games that are getting priority, but there's like 2 games I absolutely want to play, and that's Super Earth Defense Force and Top Gear 3000, like without exception. I would say SOS too, but I'm kind of worried. The best ending of that's gonna be a fucking bitch, and a lot of us are gonna need to probably be going after it, honestly.
Super Battleship's gonna be a fun one.
Ugh. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of fun ones.
Well, I mean, it's have you played it at all?
No, why?
It's turn-based strategy.
So like Battleship, like the friggin' board game thing?
Yeah.
But it's just like a Super Nintendo version? No, I haven't played that, but...
And, like, you move your ships in to range and stuff, and each one has, you know, different characteristics for how they can attack. But then when you attack another ship, once you're in range, it turns into a different type of game.
Huh.
You gotta aim, kind of like, you know.
That's kind of a cool idea, though.
Yeah. It's pretty... It actually is a really cool game. I'm not sure how long it is. I've been through it once, but it's so long ago.
Oh, I guess we have a rule where we can't claim more than one game at a time. That's probably a good rule. Makes sense.
Oh.
When the field's only open to, I think we have 6 games open at max now. I'm not sure when that happened, but...
We got 6?
Well, not right now, but I mean, at max we have 6, I think. For some reason it changed along the way. Like, before Populous was holding everything up, we had 6, like, playable at one point.
Okay.
I almost failed this scenario also, I think, because I didn't, well, I said I wanted to hit a Metropolis before it ended. I just barely did before the end. 3% tax rate. Oh, SimCity's done.
It's done?
It's done.
Congrats.
I'm just curious about Freeland, though. Let's just look at it, because people might be curious. Congratulations, you have earned the right to develop Mario Land on the plains of the Midwest. Since there are no rivers or oceans, you can make the best use of the available land. Working on this geographical flatland should allow you to build a city with a population of 500,000 people. Work hard till you can create a megapolis. No time left.
If you can make Megapolis, that's when they award you with a Mario statue.
Oh fuck, do we gotta do that then?
I don't know if they give it to you in this. I think it's when you build the city yourself.
I thought, well, we were told that we had to unlock Freeland, and that's what we considered beating it for this game.
Yeah. I think you're good.
I'd hope so, because like everything I read online said Freeland doesn't have an ending.
Right.
That 500,000 thing throws me off a bit in the game itself. I think it's just like, hey, you can get a population of 500,000 in this city with the amount of space you have.
It should be easier then.
Well, I don't know if we need to do it then. Shit. I think we need a ruling tensor.
I don't know if it should be required.
Well, he didn't want to require it, and I don't either. But I don't think it's able to be beaten unless there is a statue thing. Shit. Okay. Well, I'm gonna. I got it. Okay. Rudy rule. I got it. I agree. All right. Let's do a. I guess I don't know. So if we go back, I wonder if like anything changed on the title screen or anything. So what's this? What are you talking about the statue though? I'm curious.
It's a Mario statue, and rumor has it that if Bowser comes and attacks, then the Mario statue fights it off or something. Or it's either that, or it might prevent Bowser from attacking at all.
Oh, I understand. So you're saying it's one of the presents you can put into your city, correct?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, kind of
yes.
like yeah.
Then game is complete because the present wouldn't change anything about the ending. Awesome. I didn't think I'd do this solo, but I'm happy. Alright, I'm gonna end the stream. Thanks, man. Well, I mean, I think we only have 2 games open on the field now, so we gotta get hacking away.
Which ones are open now?
Populous and there anything else? Jeez, I'm not even sure. Tansu says you get that in any city over 500k. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, awesome. Draken, right? Draken and Populous. So we're held up with some pretty heavy bullshit right now. Chris is not lazy. He's playing every chance he gets. That's not work, so whatever. I'm rooting for him.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, ending stream.